So the cha-ching of an eBay sale. Gotta love that sound. So what was it that we sold today? Well, today I just sold this Max Nativity set. And Nativity sets can be really good, guys. On this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump down here. We're going to get it all packed up and get it ready to ship. But further than that, I'm going to show you all of the details of this sale. I'm going to show you the net that I made on this sale. My name's Dave. This is Retired with Purpose. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a bolo list of nativity sets. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Let's get started. Okay, so like I've mentioned before, on many of these items, I like to seal them up in plastic before I even put them in the box. And the reason for that is so this doesn't happen to pop open in any way and small pieces come out of this. So I'm going to jump over here to the sealer and let's get it sealed up. Okay, so now that we have this all sealed up in plastic bag, which highly recommend you guys do that. It is a nice little touch. It keeps everything clean inside the bag. I like my sealer. I've been using it for a long time, and I will put affiliate links in the description below about how you can pick up one of those sealers. And they're not really that expensive. So now that we're all sealed up, all we're going to do is we're going to pack it in a box. And how I'm going to do that, as I've mentioned before, I'm going to use craft paper. Now it's already sealed. I'm going to put it down in my box with craft paper around it, which will keep it from rattling. Add a little bit more. And on that end. No rattles. And I'm going to take one of my cards that I always add. And now what I'm going to do is go grab my paper tape and get this thing all sealed up. Okay, so I've got my box all taped up nicely with the paper tape. There was a label on this side, and I've talked to you guys before. The paper tape works great for hiding labels. So all I'm going to do, I have a rule here taped to my desk. I'm going to measure it real quick, see what I've got. And I've got 15 inches by 8 inches. And always remember to round up by 7. 15, 8, 7. Now let me pull my scale out here and turn it on. Let it tare. It's tared now to 0. And we weigh 1 pound, 9 ounces. So we're going to 110, 111. On the weight. So let's get over to my laptop, get this thing all ready for the label, and then I will show you the details of the sale. So I'm at my desktop actually, and what I'm going to do here, we're going to pull up the mailing label to get it ready to print. So I've just clicked on my orders and to ship my order, and here we go. So you can see what I put in when I listed it was 1 pound, 8 ounces, which is not what it turned out to be. It's 1 pound and I'm going to put 11 ounces. So This dimensions is also wrong. It's not 14, it's 15 by 8 by 7. So this is what I put in when I listed it. Now I want you to notice down here, right-hand corner, it shows what eBay calculated this shipping to be on these numbers, which are close, but they're wrong. So let's change these numbers and then let's see if it adjusts down here. So we're going to go from 1.5 pounds to 1 pound and 11 ounces. The dimensions is 15 by 8 and by 7. Now, when I click off to the side, if it's going to readjust, it will show me a different figure here. So I'm going to click off the side, and it's not. It stayed the same. So you can see I was close on my measurements when I listed it, but I was not exact. When I put the exact numbers in, it did not change. Now, sometimes it could change by a few cents up or a few cents down, but that's what I say when you list. Just make sure that your numbers are close. You'll be fine. So let's go ahead and print this shipping label. So up pops my shipping label. And all I do, I have my Rollo printer, which I highly recommend, guys. And I have those affiliate links in the description. I just click print, and it's printing right now. Okay, so I have my label, and all I have to do is stick it on the box and ship it. It's ready to go. Now let's go and take a look at the order and see exactly what I made on this order. So all I did is went back to my orders and pulled up paid and shipped and brought up this order so we can take a close look at it. So here we go. Here it is. As you can see, this is the Lemax Village collection, and you can see that I was asking $17.99 for it, guys. $17.99. That's what I was asking. Now over here on the right, you'll see what my buyer paid. The buyer paid $17.99, and then the shipping was calculated from where he is located. And eBay calculates that shipping by those numbers that we put in when we list it. And if you remember right, now those numbers were light. The box was a little bit smaller and the weight was a little bit smaller. But where this buyer was located, they paid $12.80 and their sales tax. So all in, this buyer paid $32.68 for it. Now, what we need to do is we need to drop down to what you earned. And we carry this $32.68 down, and you can see eBay collected from the buyer. They collected their sales tax, which eBay is going to take care of. We don't have to do that. The transaction fees, these are the fees that everybody gets concerned about with eBay, $4.84. And my shipping label, as I've mentioned in other videos, guys, you have to turn your shipping on to where you get a discounted rate. So with the discounted rate, I paid $7.67. Now, here's the bottom line. My order earnings, $18.28. It's right here. Now, guys, stop. Take a look. Go back up here, upper left. How much was I asking for it? $17.99. That's how much I was asking for it. They gave me into my account $18.28. They actually gave me 29 cents more than what I was asking for it. Now, I know I picked this up at a yard sale and I paid $2 for it. So $16.28 is what I actually netted off of a $2 investment. So guys, those are the figures. I've shown you everything. I've showed you how to pack it. I've showed you the shipping label. Make sure that you have it toggled to where you get a discount on the shipping, and you can see that it works out in your favor every time. Not every once in a while, every time. So I have no problem with buyers paying the shipping. I just showed you one. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you why Nativity sets can be so good. So let's go take a look at that. So now let's take a look at bolo list. What items to be on the lookout for when it comes to nativity sets. Let's go take a look. I'm on the home page of eBay, and all I'm doing up here is searching for nativity sets. And that very basic search. And here we go. You can see right here, there's 100,000 plus results on nativity sets. So let's cut this way down and take a look at what people are actually looking for. So to do that, all I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my bar down here to this scale. And this is available inventory that's out there. And I'm going to take the little button here and I'm going to slide it over to, let's say, $800 and above. So currently, what's listed is right here, 323 results over $800 on nativity sets. But that's not really telling us the information we want. What we want to do is search, or we want to filter these to sold so we know which items are in big demand. So what we do is we slide clear to the bottom here, and you will see right here sold items, and we want to toggle that one on. Now let's take a look. There's 43 results in the last 90 days for listings over $800 that's sold. And you can see 950 and 1,000 and so on. But let's take it to the extreme. Let's go back to our scale right here, and let's take that $800 clear up to, let's say, $1,500. So this is $1,500 to the max. Now look, I want you to take a look at this. There's been 12 results of items of nativity sets that have sold in the last 90 days, guys. I'm not talking in the last 3 years, the last 8 years. We're talking in the last 3 months, last 90 days, 12 have sold over $1,500. So let's take a look at these. You can see right here, I'm not sure if they pronounce this Henri, but that's how I'm going to say it. Henri, Italy. This is Bacher nativity set, $16.95. Next one, $1,700. Let me slide down here a little bit. Check this out. $2,750, $1,600, $1,750. Guys, these are the ones you want to be watching for. Here's a Lennox set. This set is brand new. It's $1,500. But this one, Buyer's Choice, is pre-owned, $2,000. Now look at this one. Let me bring this one up on the screen a little better. Vintage 1988 to 1992, 27-inch. These are large, but look at this. $5,200 for a nativity set. Guys, this is exactly what I've been telling you about bolo lists. You can take any category. I don't care if it's nativity sets or if it's salt and pepper shakers. You can do exactly what I just showed you and find out which of those items in which category that you want to keep your eye open for. So I'm Dave. This is Retired with Purpose. If you like this kind of information, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video.